We need heroes. We need you.
It's got plenty of closed fists, kicks, multi-henchman beatdowns.
I trained for this like it was a triathlon, and it truly felt like an actor's triathlon.
Come on, come on.
You actually pushed a Jeep. I saw it on Instagram.
It's like a crazy feeling where you feel like really high for like a minute and then you fall asleep.
It's got all of Marvel's whiz-bang and wonder rocketing across the screen. Plenty of its marketing wizardry in support of the movie.
I don't want to ever be like, oh, there I am on a billboard. I want to be like, what?
Right.
Why is my hair on fire on Sunset?
People go, do you get, why are you taking pictures of yourself? It's like, I'm on a building.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
Yet what's most epic about Captain Marvel, the first Marvel Studios movie to feature a woman protagonist, might be its moments of stillness.
In the clouds. Where's yours? It's kind of mind-blowing to think that there'd be like days where, you know, we're doing fight sequences on a moving train and then it moves into like a really emotional scene. Name of your first pet.
Mr. Snoofers.
Mr. Snoofers.
That's what I said.
I've been a part of the MCU through, this is almost like my 11th film, and this one felt so different from all the others. I've never sat through one of these films and felt emotionally, you know, connected in this way.
Played by Brie Larson as a charismatic battler troubled by a past she cannot recall and a destiny she cannot yet grasp, Captain Marvel may be giving woes to retro bros who tried to sabotage the movie online with a barrage of negative reviews before it had been seen by anyone. But it's pure oxygen for a generation ready for its own shimmering star.
We're subverting the genre in a lot of ways and breaking new ground, and we're doing it in a way that feels really natural. It isn't trying to stick our tongues out. It's just, this is who she is and this is the story that we're telling. It's mythology, it's story, and it's the human experience on this large scale. And on top of it, they said they wanted to make like the biggest feminist movie of all time.
First seen as a warrior on a distant planet, she seeks that destiny as she reconnects to her fighter pilot self on mid-1990s Earth, under the mentorship of a brilliant mind, within the heart of her treasured friend Maria, portrayed by Lashana Lynch.
She's a female fighter pilot, and another type of superhero is being a single mother. And I think to have the two in a Marvel movie, it feels like a really special moment in cinema, actually.
The big love is her best friend. The lost love is her best friend. The love that is found again is her best friend.
For as the Marvel Cinematic Universe enters a new phase, the Avengers desperately seeking someone. At the end of 2018's Avengers Infinity War, its superheroic savior is bringing to the table new faces and all the feels.
It felt like two actors doing almost like a drama that just happened to be in a superhero movie. A real, natural, beautiful quality acting in this big universe.
Brie Larson, Room.
Brie Larson was on her way to an Oscar for Room, and Marvel reached out to her to play a superhero who bears the company name.
How did they lure you into playing this character in the first place?
I love that you said lure. Marvel was really patient with me. They understand what taking something like this on means. My anonymity has always been, my privacy has always been super important to me, not just because I'm a super introvert. That's how I'm able to disappear into other characters.
From the script's first draft, Larson says she noted the significance of women being involved in all stages of the film's creative process.
There was a scene of two male characters talking about my character, and they called me a woman. And I realized that in the past, if I had read a script written by a man, it would be girl. And I had to take a step back and go, oh my gosh, I'm 28 years old and I'm used to being referred to as a girl. Those little things and big things come from this script being passed through the hands of women and being written by women.
Joining us, Captain Marvel herself, Brie Larson.
The casting was at last revealed to Marvel fans by Marvel Studio president and producer Kevin Feige at 2016's Comic-Con in San Diego.
I had probably been signed on to the movie, I think, for a year, and I wasn't allowed to tell anybody, so no one knew. I can't, like, have drinks with friends and accidentally be like, actually, I'm gonna be Captain Marvel. And you just have to just go like, no, that's not part of me, that's not happening. And the other Marvel cast members didn't know. And I remember, like, people coming up to me being like, so what movie are you here with? I'm like, oh, I'm with you guys now.
The character of Carol Danvers first made it into Marvel Comics in March of 1968, And once on board, Larson found her months of training helping her to adopt the mindset of the pushing the edge pilot.
It's not unique necessarily to Carol. It's the spirit of the Air Force, that sort of humble, but also totally self-assured, at times kind of cocky.
On her voyage of self-discovery, directed by Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck, Larson's character doesn't lack for teachers.
No.
Including such Marvel Cinematic Universe new arrivals as Jude Law.
You have to let go of the past.
And Gemma Chan.
Gemma, how would you try to describe your character's relationship to Brie's character?
There's a little bit of a kind of friendly rivalry going on between them. There are a few sparks between them, and I like that. I think it's great in this movie. You get to see all kinds of different dynamics between women.
You kick each other's ass on a regular basis.
Yeah, interesting element of the relationship. I hit her so hard.
This is the feeling. This is the relationship.
I was so shocked at how hard it looks like I hit her. She has something up her sleeve, literally.
Squaring off against an extraterrestrial Ben Mendelsohn.
They got a Space Invaders pinball machine.
On a set that's steeped with pop culture detritus of the film's period.
Oh, look at that.
And a throwback jukebox, too.
Oh, it's going to play something.
Hold on.
Technology actually works sometimes.
Hold on. Look at this.
With Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury still an underling as he explores alongside Larson, there are seeds being planted for him as well.
Nick Fury's not the cynical kind of world-wise, all-knowing guy that we've known so far. Okay, your turn. Prove you're not a Skrull.
Sorting out all her past identities requires not just photon blasts and boom boom, but regret and reflection too, with Larson among the best at connecting on screen with other actors and locating that lost soul.
You had a life that you loved, and you have a life that you love now, but you don't understand how you got to it. But when you realize the life that you did have, it's like, that was a great life.
It was a good life.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of what I
Yeah.
think makes Carol a really powerful and human superhero, is
Exactly.
that she was awesome before she got superpowers.
She's like discovers her humanity and learns to accept herself. That's when she becomes her most powerful. Part of that is rejecting the voices that have told you you're not good enough.
I hope any kid that watches this movie, whether they're a girl or a boy, I hope they come out of it just feeling uplifted and that they can do anything and that they're worthy, that they're important.
You said to your 7-year-old self, keep doing what you're doing, even though it's going to take a while to get recognition. A lot of 7-year-olds are going to see themselves in this movie. A lot of them will see themselves for the first time. How does that feel to you to be bringing that to people?
Am I jet lagged? I feel like I'm gonna cry over that.
No, you're not going to cry. I was
No.
going to cry too, don't worry.
For it to finally come out now and to get these little glimmers of seeing young girls excited about it, it's everything to me. I didn't make this movie for myself, I made it for them.
For Nightline, I'm Chris Connolly at Edwards Air Force Base in California.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.